CJ, can you talk a little bit about just your guys in your defense, especially on the back line, but really all over in the back there, different guys just coming up big play after play after play today?
It's not surprising because that's how we train each and every day. These are the habits that we build in training Monday through Friday. Every single day, competing against ourselves and competing against each other each and every day. So we take pride in making the big actions, making the big plays and everything like that. But it's not just the back line, it's not just myself, it's from the back up to the front. The front guys make big plays on the press and with and without the ball, and then they just dictate everything going from there.
Speaking of those big plays, you made a couple of them, most notably that diving save on Heung-Min. What do you remember about that play?
With him, he's such a fantastic player. He's played at such a high level consistently over the last several years. So he's always a threat, and you always have to be ready for him with his qualities and with his ability on the ball. It's kind of a flash. That's how quick he is on the ball, and I just did my best, and luckily I was there to meet the challenge.
You also stripped the ball straight off of Buanga's feet.
Yeah, I just did my best with those. Each and every play, I just tried to put myself into the best position possible to make a play, and that's how we train. And I train with the very best each and every day, so they prepare me each and every week.
Talk to me about the intensity of this matchup. LAFC coming in, another LA team now sweeping the city and the best team in California. Did this feel like a playoff game for you?
Yeah, the type of energy that we felt all across the stadium. Close crowd. It was loud, it was energetic, so we just wanted to do our very best to meet up to the challenge and to really meet up and go after the game each and every moment, especially with the high intensity, with the crowd and everything like that.
Offensive players always get asked about their goals and walking them through, mentioning that Buanga play. Is that something that you studied or just had to be that patient for that one-on-one and make sure to follow that ball completely?
In those situations, I feel like I have nothing to lose. I want to put all the pressure on the attacking player because they have the ball, they have the advantage, they can dictate whatever they want to do. So, kind of just wanted to wait until the last minute and put the decision on him, put the pressure on him. And like I said, I just put myself into a position where I would have the most success.
CJ, how different is LAFC with Son in the lineup than when you played them in March?
It's been a while since we played them. It's been quite a few months. They've evolved as a team, but so have we. We've gotten better since the last time that we met them here, or in San Diego rather, in March. And just like with us, they've evolved. They put the right pieces together to become a dangerous team. But we've done the same, and we met the challenge today.
On that, a big night for LAFC with his home debut. Was it kind of the mentality for San Diego to come in and spoil those celebrations?
We just want to go in and just get the few points. We pride ourselves on a good road performance, regardless of who it's against, whether it's here in LA or anywhere else in the country in a game on Sunday night MLS soccer. So we just wanted to come in and do our very best and bring home the 3 points.
You guys are 9-2-2 since March 31st.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we don't see runs like that often in the league. Charlotte's doing it right now, but not often do we see it. You guys started off well, but that stretch has just been fantastic. In what ways do you think things may have clicked, in a sense, after you got a few months in? And which ways do you think you evolved from what you were into something even more?
We pride ourselves with competing amongst ourselves and competing against one another in training. So that's where it all starts. And we want to be the best, not just in our positions, but we want to be the best in MLS, and we want to show everybody what we're capable of. And like I said, it's not a surprise when you make big plays, when we're making the big plays in our training facility Monday through Friday. So that's where it all starts, training each and every day.
Are you a different team?
I would say we've learned a lot about ourselves and about this league and about how to win games and how to push on during these tough months in June to August. Experiencing everything possible each and every day. And I think we just get better each and every game. And like I said, with the evolution of how we've carried ourselves and how we've grown, each and every player has grown so much this season so far.
With the win, you tied St. Louis for the most wins by an expansion team, 1 point off the points record of LAFC. What does etching your name in MLS history like this in year one mean to the club?
We set out our objectives early on in the season where we wanted to do something special. how we did it with training each and every day, going after the game each and every day, regardless of who it is. And we're not really thinking about that. We're just thinking week to week, day to day, and just trying to grow and trying to get better within ourselves and within the team.
The fans want an MVP for Anders Dreyer. Is that something you want to make a case for?
Yeah, MVP for Anders Dreyer. That's my guy, man. And the numbers don't lie, the performances don't lie. So he's a big part of this team, and we want to do everything in our power to spur him forward and to give him the best chance possible to get that award, because I believe he deserves it.
Thank you.
Cool, thanks, CJ. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Mikey, this season you've been able to come into away matches and really establish yourself. You've been telling everybody in this league that you're sticking to your style, and that's something that they can prepare for. What is it between the lines that makes this team so special?
I think the first thing is it's about the collective. It's about our style. It's not about me. I'm just one component in this huge thing, right? And it's the players, it's the staff, it's the ownership. It's a collective of people who are united by convictions and effort. And when you have that, you always have an opportunity of winning. Does it guarantee it? No way. No way. And sometimes it's not going to go our way, but you always have a chance.
Can you talk a bit about that defensive patience that was able to be shown in some of the young players, once again stepping up in those moments and putting some world-class players in tough positions and getting the victory at the end?
Yeah, we talked about it. Impacting the flow of the game was going to be really important. They're a top team. We knew the environment was going to be top. It's Sun's first home game, so there was going to be a lot of electricity around this game. The guys talked about sticking to our principles. They talked about, being selfless. They talked about making plays, because in these games you got to be ruthless in both boxes. It's not just about attacking plays, but it's also about making big blocks, big defensive actions. And if you think you're not going to have to do that, you're not going to win very often.
You guys started off well this season. Since May 31st, you're 9-2-2. Is there a difference in this team from then to now? Are there certain things that evolved that have enabled you to go on a run like this?
I think the natural progression of getting to know each other more, continuing to work. Training really matters to us, so we try to squeeze every ounce of training that we get. And then I think it has a lot to do with our values in terms of the guys know we want good people with character. We want people who are open-minded and want to get better, and then people who really embrace competition and want to play in high-pressure situations. So I think it's a matter of more time to get these things ingrained. And again, same as the last question, doesn't guarantee you success, doesn't guarantee you a win. This was a very tight match, right? And they had some big chances, and this could swing the other way. But when you have this collective conviction, I think you always give yourself a chance.
Yeah, and you've had a number of tight matches, and you pull out more than you don't.
Yeah, that's a huge credit to the players. The players make the football come to life, and these guys believe. They believe in a road performance mentality. They believe in coming back, not getting down when they go down a goal. They believe when they're playing good that they can win, and they can believe when even when things aren't quite going our way, that we can find a way to win.
Yeah, Anders was saying that he thought one of the things that's different about this club, certainly from the other clubs he's been at, is he goes, we got 25 people here who want to be here, who want to be part of this and want to push this on, rather than in the locker room there's a couple of guys over here who are looking to go elsewhere, or these guys aren't happy or anything. It just seems like a club that, regardless of what the playing time is, everyone is fully committed and happy to be there.
Yeah, that's a huge testament to our recruitment strategy of bringing people in who believe in the project, who have talent and character. And the ingredients, which are the players inside the locker room, is much more than half the battle. And we have a great locker room, and we have guys who every week are competing, trying to beat out their teammate for playing time, but at the same time rooting their teammate on when they get beat out for the playing time. I think that's massively important. I love that he said that.
Do they realize how special this is?
I think that's a question for them, but I certainly do. I wake up every day, I pinch myself that I get to work with this group of human beings.
A lot of the focus tonight coming in was on LAFC's attacking duo, Heung-Min, Wonga. It's your duo that scored the goals. Just how good have these two been, Dreyer and Lozano, this season?
Yeah, their talent always shines through when the collective is humming. And these guys are guys with a lot of talent. They also work really hard. You see, they press and they run back and they defend low, and they do the little things. And we know when they do those little things, their talent will shine through. I think they've been great.
You mentioned the atmosphere. You tie St. Louis for the most expansion wins in MLS history. Does this feel like one of the biggest wins in San Diego's season this year?
Yeah, I think the present moment is always the most important thing, so I would say for sure. And the idea now is to international guys to go away, smash it with their national teams, and then come back and get ready for more. And the same thing for us. Like, we want to make steps. It's not, you can't get stuck with where you're at.
Mikey Hendricks doesn't want to talk about himself in the MVP race, but obviously you get to coach him, you get to see him in and out, and he has a great goal today. Just what do you see from him and what he's able to contribute to you guys all season and be one of the best players in the league?
Yeah, Andres has got talent. His left foot is magical. He's smart at finding spaces. So he has all of that. And on top of it, he's willing to work hard for his team, to dig deep. Sorry, you're good.
How much did Lozano's goal change the atmosphere on the field for your team?
Like within our team, or
Yes.
just like okay? I mean, yeah, it's a massive goal because one, it gets us, it draws, right? It gets us even.
Right.
So then it's all of a sudden now we start building momentum in terms of like, okay, here we are again. We're going back in this. But on top of it, it's an absolute golazo, collective golazo. So when it's a goal like that, it counts a little bit extra because you know, like, okay, we got the quality humming on top of the ideas.
How different is LAFC with Son in the lineup from the team that you played in March?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm probably underqualified to say how good he is. He's a top player. He's played in the Premier League and scored so many goals. And he's just so vertical, so smart. He works hard for his team. He's obviously a huge asset for them.
7 buses, approximately 600 people making the trip over from San Diego. Did it feel like that playoff atmosphere, and what did it feel like to be able to see that from the Southeast?
Yeah, no, Frontera SD, those are our people, you know, in the good and the bad, they're always with us, and they bring so much passion. I think altogether, the environment in the whole stadium was amazing. I think LAFC fans brought it as well, and then we have Frontera who comes, and this is what special moments and special rivalries are sparked from. You know, this feeling, this love for the game, but also this love and passion for their city. It was a really special moment.
Mikey, un importante triunfo como visitante, manteniendo la consistencia tanto en casa como afuera. Se empieza perdiendo, pero ¿cuál fue la clave para saber darle la vuelta al marcador?
No, seguir constante con las ideas que tenemos, porque cuando se juega fútbol, se juega contra un rival que también tiene calidad y también quiere marcar gol. Entonces es tener la calma de saber que si seguimos con el plan que tenemos y si podemos aumentar en algunos detallitos, siempre se puede dar vuelta en un partido.
Para usted, ¿cuál fue tácticamente, qué fue lo que más se le complicó de LAFC en esta noche?
Nosotros a ellos. Sería, yo creo que la superioridad numérica que tuvimos en mitad de cancha. Yo creo que cuando apuramos, en el principio del primer tiempo, cuando apuramos el ataque, era ventaja para ellos, porque ellos podían venir rápido. Pero cuando teníamos un poquito más paciencia de jugar ese 5 contra 3, 6 contra 4 en el medio de la cancha y encontrar hombre libre con un poquito más paciencia, era mejor para nosotros.
Y obviamente, pues siempre importante contar con el apoyo de la afición, aunque en la semana hubo unos obstáculos ahí, pero igual se hicieron presentes ellos para apoyarlos.
Sí, porque son cracks, están con nosotros siempre en las buenas y en malas. Y yo he dicho de un principio, ellos forman parte de nuestro equipo y familia. No es que son hinchas separados, ellos forman parte del equipo y nosotros apreciamos a ellos.
Profe, 10 triunfos ya fuera de casa, ganándose el respeto del equipo en cada cancha en la que se presenta. ¿Cómo ve esa situación de cara a lo que se va a venir con playoff y el resto del campeonato?
Mira, nosotros tenemos un valor de ser incansable, entonces nosotros vamos a celebrar esta noche porque ganar partidos en primera división no es fácil y hay que celebrar cuando se gana, pero también hay que olvidar un poquito rápido y volver a la cancha a trabajar para mejorar en algunos aspectos donde podemos mejorar y también estar listo para la próxima.
Profe, habla de olvidarse de las cosas, pero en la presentación del club los objetivos eran claros, playoff, un campeonato. Beat LA, decía Tom Penn, recuerdo en la presentación, y se ha conseguido eso hasta el momento. Los equipos californianos no han podido con ustedes. Representando a California, ¿qué significa eso para usted?
Yo creo que es importantísimo porque los rivales regionales siempre tienen un plus. Entonces los chicos estaban listos para eso.
Y en cuanto al Chucky, ¿cómo lo ve en el momento que está viviendo ahora, devolviendo a la vida el equipo prácticamente hoy, va a la selección, en lo anímico, cómo lo ve? Era lo que buscaba prácticamente.
Creciendo cada día en su ritmo y va a llegar bien a la selección y está mostrando mucho nivel. El gol fue muy importante.
Por último, ya San Diego es el equipo calificado a los playoffs, pero pues no serviría de nada si no se consigue concretar con la coronación.
No, mira, nosotros los únicos puntos que yo tengo en mi mente son los próximos. Y yo mira, hoy celebro y mañana me levanto y ya empiezo a pensar en los tres que nos van a enfrentar en 2 semanas.
Mikey, Patty comes in, makes a really tough tackle, very tackle. We did see him leave after the game. Do you have an update on his status?
Yeah, he's good. He just cramped up, and he hasn't played the last few games, so he just had a little bit of a cramp, and it was made sense to get him out of the game.
Profe, en la lucha por el Supporter Shield, yo sé que le gusta ir paso a paso, pero ¿en qué tanto se está convirtiendo en un sueño, una ilusión, en algo objetivo, meta?
Hay que oler las cosas donde está parado en la vida y tenemos opción de pelear eso y todo el mundo lo huele. Pero lo más importante es concentrar en los 3 puntos que tenemos enfrente, porque si ganamos los 3 puntos enfrente tenemos mejores posibilidades.
Questions? Coach, I mentioned it in my earlier question, tying St. Louis for the most wins in expansion history, 1 point off of LAFC's points record. What does it mean knowing that no matter what happens the rest of the season, your team has already etched their name in MLS history?
I think all of those things are nice memories for later on. Right now, when you're in the thick of things, you just want to win every single game and you want to do it as well as possible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mikey.
Thank you.